Hello and welcome to Sunny Sweet on this channel. Ladies, today is all about the Ruby Kisses. I went by my local beauty supply store, and while I was in there, I stumbled upon these Ruby Kisses highly pigmented eyeshadows. When I tell you, for $1, $1, you better head on over and get you some. That's all I can tell you. I bought that color, that shade. I'm trying to see these names. I just put down below. That blue, that goldish yellow color, and I bought that color. Now, if you buy 4 of them, you will receive the free makeup container. Values at $2.99. Today is all about the smoky blue eyes, because you know I love a smoky, pretty blue eyes on some big pretty eyes, okay? So I have already applied my foundation, did my eyebrows, which, let me tell you something. When you're doing makeup, it takes a while to perfect your makeup. If you're a new beginner at doing it, take your time. Even with me putting my makeup on, it may take me anywhere for about an hour, 30 minutes. I'm not lying, because I want everything to be on point. Now that I have my foundation on, I've done my eyes. Everything is still not in place. I got to go back and perfect some things. But before we get started on my eyes, did I use a primer of any sort? I did not. I went ahead and contoured around my brows with the LA Pro concealer. And then whatever I had left on my brush, I just took it down on my mobile lid to complete that and blend it out. Now I'm still looking a little crazy, but that's okay. I'm going to show you what to do. This stuff right here, this is by Black Radiant. I love this. Black Radiant, which number is this? Rich mahogany color. This is the Black Radiant, and this is a pressed powder, but I use it as a contour. This is my base before I put on any shadow or any color. So I'm going to dab into that 1 or 2 times. Take it, close your eyes, and go to the crease. Go all over that lid and go to the crease. One, 2. Start right here. You can start at the baseline and go. You see how you have your crease? We're just focusing on that crease area. That's it. Go into your inner eye. Go over the crease. Don't take it all up here, because we're going to highlight that color. We're going to highlight your brow bone. Okay, I've done that eye. I want to do the same thing for the left eye. There are some who don't have a crease to their eyelids, so what I want you to do is just like drawing. I want you to take some of your product with the end part, 1, 2, 3, and I want you to create you one. Just go across here. You see how that line is creating it? And once you create the lining of it, just like drawing, coloring, you create that line, you want to go back inside and fill it in. One, 2, 3. You're normally going to do this approximately 2 times. Okay, so now that I have this fully covered on my mobile lid, next up, since I will be doing a couple of shades of blue, because I like to mix my colors to get one perfect color, the first one I'm going to go in is going to be on this Lorite palette. This is a night palette. I've had this for years. We're going to go into that blue, that dark midnight blue, because we have a dark base, and now we want to put one more dark base on top of that. We're not going to go all the way up here. We're just going to bring it down 1 layer. So I'm going to take my brush, dab into that blue. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 on both sides. Tap to remove some of the excess color, and then I'm just going to pat it on. You see how I didn't go all the way closer to the top? I came down just a little bit more. Let me get another brush. Hold on. I'm going to use this fluffy blending brush. 1, 2, 3, tap. I didn't go all the way up, remember? I tend to, once I put that next color on, I would put it on the remaining of my mobile lid. Okay, so that's how that's looking. Kind of cray. Okay. So we're going to take 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to go into our product again. 1, 2, 3. Tap, tap. Now we're going to go to the other side. Remember, we're not going to go all the way up. We're going to stretch the eye out a little bit. And come down just a tad bit. Count how many times that you dab your shadow on your brush. That will give you an even amount of shadow that you're placing on both eyes. So you won't go ahead looking crazy. Crazy as hell. Now keep in mind, y'all, I'm trying to do this without a mirror. To show you exactly how to do it. Okay, so I've done 3 to that side. I have done it twice, but I dabbed into my product 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Placed it just a little bit below that base color. We used that brown, then I used that blue. Same thing with this one. It doesn't look even. So it's not all over your lid. Don't worry about it because we're going to mix some other colors. The next blue I'm going to go into, I kind of like this. This is an old hip color that I had. The Roaring Color number 234 by L'Oreal. Same thing. 1, 2, 3. 3 times. Tap, tap. And now I'm going to go a little bit down below. I'm focusing all on that mobile lid. That's why when I put my shadows on, I can never tell you what I have on because I've done multiple colors to get that perfect blue for my eyes. 1, 2, 3. Tap, tap. Gonna do the same thing this eye. Move my hands down because you know I got some big hands. Okay. What better way to? No, shut up. Okay. Let me see what's going on. Okay. Okay. So there's a possibility you may have some fallout, but I'm sure you how to clean that fallout up. It's very simple. Instead of, if you have fallout on your eyes, we'll do that last here. Let's just go on to the next thing. Okay. So that was the second blue that I used. Now we're going to go into this third blue before we go into our final blue. And I think the third blue, wait a minute, where's that? That's so close in color, so I don't want to do that. Here's another blue that I have that is by Hip Colors. And this is number 224. Is that showy? I think it says showy. Don't matter. Use the same brush. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Tap, tap. And you want to go on top of that. Do not go. Don't you go up here. Don't you go all up here. You stay down here. Leave something to the imagination. Don't show all that up there. Stay down here. Okay. Lightning. 1, 2, 3. Tap, tap. Okay. So I've added 3 different shades of blue before I finally get to my perfect color. Now I should have put this eyeshadow on by itself, but believe me, when I tell you this Ruby Kisses is nothing to sleep on, you better head over to your local beauty supply store. We're going to go ahead and apply this. This is our last coat that we're going to put on of blue. You got to be creative, honey, when you put on makeup so you can stand out from everybody else. Okay. Okay. So now I'm going to use a flatter brush because I really want this to stand out, and I want to focus it all across the bottom layer of this here. So I'm going to go into my product. 1, 2, 3. Tap, tap. Do you see that blue? You see how pretty that blue? Now I have to go in the mirror. I got to make sure I put this on right. See how that's coming together? 1, 2, 3. Right here at the lower line. That's all you want to do. Pretty much right here at the lower line. Do you see that blue? Lord have mercy. What's on you? Why you didn't take it up higher? Because I want those 3-dimensional blues to do what it's supposed to do. And it's supposed to fade in layers. And then this last one is our focal point of blue. That is why I placed this on last. I'm going to do the other eye the same way. Right here towards my last line. right here at the lash line. Remember, dab 3 times into your product, and then you're going to dust it off. Now, I'm not raising it higher. Do you see I'm not going higher with this? Stand right at the lash line. Because if we go up higher, what was the purpose of applying all those other color blues if we go into higher? That's all I wanted. There you have it. Now, I'm going to take my same press powder. Because remember, that was our base for our crease. 1, 2, 3, tap, tap. And now you're going to close your eyes and come to the center to fill that in and come back out. Now we got to do the next eye the same way. Raise that eye up, start at your tail end, and go all the way in. All the way in. And what it's doing is balancing all those other colors that you actually apply to your eyes. Okay, so now you see like some residue or something sitting to the side. Don't worry about it, because we're going to clean all that up on it. Yes. There's a new brow color that I did purchase from Kohl's. They had it on clearance, I think. I will be placing this at the top of my brow bone. And when you're doing your brow bone, you have to be very, very gentle, because if not, you will place too much on there. Remember our 3 tap method. 1, 2, 3. That's the product. Tap, tap, tap. And then you go gently go in that brow bone. Drag it down. I'm trying to, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. Drag it from the side going down. 1, 2, 3. So this is really going to be my go-to brow bone color. It almost gives you that nude color. You don't have to go over here. Just stay over here on the edges. That's what you call a smoky eye. Okay? When you're putting it in a tear duct, when you go into the tear duct, don't you mess with your tear duct. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Do not finish with it. I want you to be able to see things close up and real focus, okay? Because I don't want you walking around here looking crazy. I ain't trying to do no 2-minute video. I'm trying to show you why I know, because if I see you on the street, I don't want to be taking a double take and I'm looking like, what the hell she got on her face, okay? So now that I've done all those steps, it's a bit much, but that's what it is when you're doing makeup. There's some steps to it. It ain't like I woke up like this. No, I didn't wake up like this. Here, you saw how I looked before. That's it. Do you see my eyes? Now, what I will do for my lower lash, and I'm not going to place this on to the last. The reason being because I want to highlight under my eyes, which is going to clean up all of this leftover. It's going to clean all this up, highlight it, make it look wonderful, blend all this, that, the other. And then I would do like a short wing. Not a wing, but a short darkness. I like my eyes to be dramatized, honey. Just drama everywhere, all over here. Okay, my lips action. Okay, so that's it for my eyes right now. Come on back, take a look at the final result. I'm going to show you how to highlight under your eyes. That's the next video. See you guys in a minute. Be blessed. Bye.